souvent là.
Hein?
C'est la ville.
Il tourne du bon bord.
Oh, ça
Tu
va être
l'avais
le
dit,
fun.
M. Joe, ça
On va être sur le bon
côté
côté
des
pour
tacos.
l'arrivée de la côte.
Ça, on l'avait checké, nous autres avant.
Ah oui?
Oui.
Je suis pas allée, hein.
Non, il est loin, loin, loin. Non, pas de problème.
C'est cute, le steward. Il regarde au même niveau que le petit garçon pour voir qu'est-ce qu'il fait. Parce qu'il doit pas voir grand-chose. Mais les panaches sont peut-être pas loin. Oui. Le bateau autrichien, ça. Mon monsieur, là, hier. Mon chum. Il fait des amis, hein, des petits, des grands. Oh, c'est beau,
On va passer. Alors, on se retourne au complet. Quand on passe pas là.
Non, on passe pas là, on peut pas là.
Ça aurait été cool, par exemple.
Ouais, on peut
Ça va
pas
par
passer
où?
là.
C'est Vaporetto, là, on a passé là.
C'était
Tout expliqué, mais j'ai trouvé qu'il a dit on passe dans le canal. Je sais que le dernier canal, c'est Saint-Nicolas. Ça, je me souviens. Saint-Nicolas, mais on passe. Non, c'est quoi un genre de
qui nous tirait, ça.
Hey, regarde, il y a quand même des séances sur les ben, ça, c'est
Des gros
des...
blocs qui flottent, ouais. Des gros blocs qui flottent.
Ah, ouais. Je pensais qu'il y avait... Ah, c'est ça notre plate-bord?
Ouais, fini, tout doggy.
Il est où, le cadre?
Là, il a vu, il nous a lâché.
Ah, il a lâché. Ça s'en va là.
Ça, on posait des poignées pour faire du jour.
Mais puis on s'est fait assez brasser dans les bateaux. Il y avait quelqu'un qui est malade, là, c'est parce que...
Sure.
Il allait chercher la mamie. Peut-être que la mamie aussi.
Ouais.
On va rentrer dans le tugboat. Hey, mais ça, le tugboat, c'est notre guide.
On a fait le tugboat.
Ben oui. C'est sûr.
Ça serait cool qu'on aille là.
Hein?
Ça serait cool qu'on aille là. Ça serait vraiment le fun.
Ça se peut s'en aller là-bas.
Ah oui, c'est plus les deux.
Aïe, 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 aïe. J'aimerais tellement ça.
Tu vas voir l'autre, tu fais ça.
Ah oui, quand ça va là. Oui, quand ça va là.
Il y a bien trop de trafic.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
On s'en va dans le canal, là.
Oui, vous allez avoir une vue imprenable sur scène.
C'est vrai qu'il l'a dit
Il l'a
en
dit.
anglais qu'il était pour le passer.
Il l'a dit. Il va le dire.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is once again Tom, your travel guide, speaking to you from the bridge of the New Amsterdam as we sail out of La Sanissima, or the city of Venice, Italy. And a few features of Venice. The height above the sea level is 80 centimeters or 31 inches. The height of the 1966 floods, which was about the highest, the deepest that they had here, was 2 meters or 6 feet. The highest point of the city is the Campanile at 99 meters or 325 feet. And that, of course, is at St. Mark's Square, which we'll be passing in a little while. The size of the city from east to west is 5 kilometers or 3 miles. And the size of the city from north to south is 2 kilometers or 1 mile.
Ouais.
Venice is size equivalent to Central Park
No.
in New York City.
Je sais pas.
There are 6 districts, 170 canals, over 400 bridges, an estimated number of 3,000 alleys, and about 200 churches. Visitors per year is around
Well, why you
5 to
don't
30 million visitors per year to Venice. During its heyday, the Venetian Republic, the estimated population was 200,000. Today's population, Greater Venice, is around 272,000, with 62,000 living in the historical center and 31,000 living on the outer islands in the lagoon. The lagoon is 56 kilometers or 30 miles with a width of 8 to 14 kilometers or 5 to 9 miles. So it covers a surface area of 550 square kilometers or 212 square miles.
Ah, OK.
For centuries, Venetians and visitors have been spellbound by this magnificent city. It is the most breathtakingly beautiful and extraordinary city in the world, with its equal parts stone and water. A floating city laid out on some 40 tiny islands, with the sea for its floor and the sky for its roof and the flow of water for its walls. And this is how Compagno de Signa, in the year 1240, described Venice. This afternoon we'll be sailing through the Giudecca Canal, which we're in right now. And then when we go past St. Mark's Square, we'll be in the Canale San Marco. And then we'll be going through the Canale San Nicolo, past the Lido, and then finally into the Adriatic Sea. You might have noticed that on the bow and the aft area of the ship, we have tugboats that guide us through. That's a safety precaution for all ships of this size coming through here in case we lose power. So coming up on the starboard or right-hand side is the Giudecca Islands in the days of the Venetian Republic. This island was a pleasure ground of palaces and gardens, and today the area is becoming trendy and upscale with bars and clubs, cafes, apartments, galleries, and shops. One of the more outstanding hotels on the Giudecca is coming up on our starboard right-hand side. If you're on the bow or the crow's nest, you see it now. And this is the Molino Stuckey Hilton Hotel. This was once a flour mill, and it's about a little over 150 years old. And the flour mill has been beautifully restored into the Hilton Hotel. Just up there where you have the green tower and the weather vane off to the right there, you see one person standing up there. That's the swimming pool area, the roof with that great view looking up and down the Giudecca Canal. And also, you have a great cocktail bar and lounge up there just adjacent to the pool. The main dining area is coming up off the courtyards, just in the middle of the hotel complex where the white umbrellas are. You have outdoor alfresco dining there, and the main dining room inside. So the Molino Stuckey Hilton off to the right. Maybe if you came into Venice many, many years ago on a smaller vessel, you would have probably docked over here to the lower left-hand side at the old port of Venice and the old terminal buildings. Today, still some smaller cruise ships and private yachts berth over in that particular area. Now you see the water taxis, the sleek boats. You have the vaporettos, which are the water buses, which I'm sure you're all probably familiar with at this point. And then you have the ferry boat, car ferry service. And there's one coming right in front of us there at the main door port, left-hand side. These car ferries go from the Trocadero area all the way over to the Lido. And the Lido is the only island down here in the Venetian lagoon with roads. And so you can have automobile traffic over on the Lido. And I'll be pointing that out to you when we get down into that area. Next to the hill, over here on the right, is the Fortuny building. Mariano Fortuny was born in Catalonia, Spain, back in 1871. Son of a painter and fabric collector, and he moved to Venice when he was 18. He soon regained renown in fields ranging from physics and chemistry to architecture and theatrical design. Today, he's best remembered for his fabrics, and in particular, his silk-pleated dresses. There's also the Fortuny Museum, Campesino, which isn't too far away from the Rialto Bridge.
beau de voir ça, toutes les toiles avec
That's all lighting, the umbrella lighting that does make your portraits with tonight were designed by Maui